Welcome back to today's explainer, everyone. I am absolutely thrilled you're here. Let's just jump right in because today we have a very special star of the show. We're discovering dreams by exploring the amazing, the completely fantastic letter D. Since we're all seasoned letter detectives here, we know the drill. We're going to have a ton of fun figuring out exactly how this letter works, what it sounds like, and where it's hiding in the real world. So here's our discovery map for today. We'll start by officially meeting the letter D, go on a hunt for some D words, read a quick D sound story, do a little detective practice, and then wrap it all up. Let's go!
All right, step 1, meet the letter D. Let's figure out exactly what this letter sounds like.
You know, it's actually pretty fascinating to see the two different ways this letter can dress up. On one side, we've got the uppercase D, the big capital D. It has this really tall, straight back and a big, round belly pushing out to the right. We use this big guy for the important stuff, right? Like the start of someone's name. Then, hanging out right next to it is the lowercase d, the little one. It's smaller, made of just a little circle and a tall, straight line going up on the right side. So they look a little different, sure, but they are absolutely on the exact same team.
And what exactly does that team do? Well, D is what we call a consonant. And the absolute most important part is the sound it makes. D makes the D sound. Actually, try this. If you say it, you can literally feel your tongue tap the roof of your mouth right behind your front teeth. D, D, D. You hear it right at the beginning of words like dog, duck, drum, and door. So wherever you're sitting right now, try it with me. Nice and loud. Ready? D says D, D, D. Absolutely spot on. Moving right along to step 2, words starting with D. Time to track down some words that kick off with our new favorite sound. Let's start off with some animals and friends. Listen really closely for that big D sound right at the starting line of every single one of these. We've got D, D, dog, and D, D, duck. We also have a mighty dinosaur, a splashing dolphin, a fire-breathing dragon, and, oh, of course, a very special friend, Dad. Every single one of those starts with a D. Okay, what about everyday objects? You know, things we use or see literally all the time. How about a drum? Or maybe the door you just walked through. There's also the desk you might be sitting at, a doll, a dish for food, or a beautiful dress. Even a drumstick. Are you kind of starting to notice just how many things around your own house begin with this letter? But wait, it gets better. Our letter does so much more than just name animals and things. It's for action words and describing words too. We've got doctor, the person who helps us feel better. We have the action word dance. In fact, do a little dance in your seat right now. We have a sweet donut. We can dig in the dirt. We can turn off the lights so it's dark, or look at a super shiny diamond. D is quite literally everywhere. All right, step 3, D sound and story. This is where we get to read together. This is where the magic happens. We're going to take those D words and build a mini story. Let's read this first sentence together nice and slow. The dog danced by the door with Dad. Wow, did you hear all those D sounds? Let's count them. We have dog, we have danced, we have door, and Dad. That's 4 incredible D words just hanging out in one sentence. Okay, let's try another one. I'll read this one out loud, and I want you to listen extremely closely. Try to catch the 3 big D words. Ready? The dinosaur dug near the dragon cave. Catch them? We had dinosaur, dug, and dragon. I mean, that sounds like a pretty wild adventure. Let's do one more. Fair warning, this one might make you a little hungry. Dad put donuts on the dish. Oh man, that is a delicious sentence. Can you spot the D words? We've got Dad starting with a big uppercase D, then donuts with a lowercase d, and dish with another lowercase d. You guys are turning into such fantastic readers. Which brings us to my favorite part of the explainer, step 4, practice with D. Time for some games. Okay, detectives, grab your magnifying glasses. Let's scan this lineup of letters. Some of them are totally imposters. I want you to literally point right out in front of you and find every single big uppercase D and little lowercase d hidden in the mix. Go ahead, point them out. Remember, the little d has its circle on the left and the tall stick on the right. Scratch that. Don't let that sneaky bee trick you. Keep looking. Boom, there's a little d, a big D, another little d.
You absolutely nailed it. Moving on to puzzle number 2. Look at these words. Oh no, the first letter completely fell off. What letter is missing to make that D sound? If we want to spell dog, duck, drum, and door, what do we need to plug into that blank space? Shout it out. Yep, we need the letter D. You just fixed the whole set.
So now that we can find it and read it, how do we actually write it? Let's just trace it right in the air. Get your magic pointer finger ready. Step 1, the uppercase D. Draw a tall, straight line down from the top, then jump back up and draw a big, curved belly all the way down to the bottom. Boom! Big D. Now, step 2, the lowercase d. Draw a little circle, then start way up high on the right side and drop a straight line right past the circle. Perfect. And once you've got that down, step 3 is writing full words on paper. Words like dog and donut. It just takes a little practice.
All right, step 5 already. Let's remember D. Great job today, everyone. You know, you've all worked really hard today. Let's do a super quick review of our big takeaways. First up, D is a consonant. Second, it makes that bouncy D sound. And third, we hear that sound at the very beginning of amazing words like dog, dinosaur, and dance. And remember, practicing these letters, tracing them, calling out their sounds, that's exactly how we train our brains to become super strong readers. I am seriously so proud of the work we did in this explainer today. But, you know, the adventure doesn't really stop here. I've got a challenge for you. When we wrap up in a few seconds, I want you to look around your room, peek out the window, or go check the kitchen. Can you find a brand new thing in your house today that starts with the letter D? It's time to take your letter detective skills into the real world. So, what will you discover today?